Hello everyone, I'm Coyote Jack. I'm going to show you even some opinions about this book. Well, we got this one from Automaton. Anime studios bankruptcies and closures continue to rise for third consecutive year in Japan. So probably also they're stepping like, yeah, they know us because of the good stuff we produce. It's going to be a problem if we don't actually commit ourselves to delivering. But well, what is going on here? Here's what's going on. We have seen how houses like Kadokawa, which is managed by Sony, is doubling down and tripling down in duplication and triplication of anime productions and my wider audience. And even if some animes are not like fully entirely censored or no, don't appeal to the fucking retards of the left, still, there is an issue here. You are oversaturating your employees. The animators are facing way worse crunch environments there that yeah, almost going to end with something like the third season on One Punch Man. But yeah, I'm going to show you what is going on with this article. So according to a new study, 2025 has seen anime studios shut down or go bankrupt at even higher pace than previous years. The number of Japanese anime productions companies, going bankrupt or closing down is expected to increase for the third consecutive year in current year, according to a new report by Teikoku Databank. The forecast is based on what we have seen during the first 9 months of the year, with two anime studios filing for bankruptcy and six others suspending or dissolving businesses operations. Oh man. Bringing the total numbers of companies leaving the industry to eight, the Koku Data Bank points out that the rate at which studios are closing down this year is compared with 2018, which saw a record high of success, 16 in total. Not only that, but when including small subcontractors and freelance animators working in anime production, the actual number of companies and professionals exiting the industry is likely much higher. Yes, and so in my entire, I would rather work as a freelancer than a minimum wage guy at an animation studio inside Japan. And this is also a problem that is highlighted, but I'm going to show you that response 10. Note that bankruptcies and closures in the past few years have not been limited to studios doing secondary anime production work, who also have also impacted so-called prime and gross contractors, studios capable of fully completing anime projects in-house. Just as heavily roughly half of the anime production companies that seeded the market the past 5 years were primarily gross studios like Ekachi Epica, Cloud Hearts, and Studio 5. This comes despite the anime market reaching record high growth as 2024. And yes, and this is also getting an issue like, oh, well, we are also getting like numbers, but we need to also start doing layoffs. You see, like, it sounds like certain companies in the West when they see, oh, we are actually reaching margin profit, but we really needed to cut costs, really needed to cut corners. You see where we're getting at that one? But well, let's continue. The main causes appears to be Japan's severe manpower shortage, which is true. Yeah, and yeah, why would they continue in an industry that keeps exploding them, man? Which has led to what Teikoku calls a profitless boom among production companies. Profitless. Profit, like not like production, profit. With the increasing number of anime titles being made, studios have come to face surging project orders that outpace their capacity. As a solution, some companies are forced to extend production periods and thus increase labor costs, which diminishes their profit margins. Ah, look at this one. Oh, we actually have to pay our employees more and actually give a better pace. We are not going to see the profits, but since we had investors that we promised say profit, yeah, we are going out of business. Oh man, we need to be a real company. We need to make line go on. Yeah, Japan is having those types of issues here. That's what I wanted to get with that one. Authors have resorted to outsourcing to overseas studios only to be faced with soaring costs caused by the yen's depreciation against the dollar. Yeah, outsourcing is not going to work for them, man. To make matters worse, industry professionals say that the practice of outsourcing animation, quote unquote, for cheap from overseas studios and then having domestic staff, quote unquote, fix the software quality work has caused skilled key animation directors to suffer from burnout and resign, creating a kind of vicious cycle. Probably that's what happened to One Punch Man season 3. They outsourced it to one of those overseas studios, did a fuck up job, and the director just got burned out, even despite that. Yeah, all of the fucking clown of that animation, but the director didn't send any sort of hate, and also the bad actor used it as an excuse to dogpile on him, which he was obviously undeserved. But even like hearing this, the Japan, we know they have their issues, but this one is actually a serious one because, well, right now their economy relies on anime and manga at this point. And doing this shit, like, it's like you are hiring H1B visa workers, and you wonder why to have to replace it with actual local skill workers. Just fucking saying. Just fucking saying, but continue on. So while there are several initiatives for big publishers and the Japanese government itself to improve working conditions and revenue distribution within the industry, Teikoku Data says anime production companies are in need of urgent measures in order to get back to their feet, particularly when it comes to training human resources. And yes, they fuck up there. Um, People say anime has become too expensive to make despite raising demand. It became expensive because they tried to commit to send demand without actually investing in the infrastructure, in the workers, because this is the best response because I share it from this guy, Matt Beyond Tired. Not surprised when the committees pocket like 90% of the profits and the studios get the dregs with staff earning horribly terrible amounts. This is what happens. Yes, they need to actually cut off all the boomers in Japan that are in these management positions entirely, reduce their salary almost like, yeah, you need to earn like a fucking 7-Eleven employee because you are not doing jack shit. And we are seeing how you're fucking up. You are fucking everything up. Just like what happened with video games in the West and other stuff. Like, yeah, they need to cut costs just to make the profit margin for investors. Yes, they really need to crack down on that one. Otherwise, animation in Japan it is really going to cease to exist, and probably with AI in the future. But still, man, yeah, this pyramidal scheme is coming to an end for Japan because yeah, when management that is almost not doing anything other by doing stupid decisions, yeah, no wonder why they are in this man, in this collapse. That's it. Thanks for watching and please take care.